Okay, this took a little bit longer than I had planned, but let's see. There we go. And let's maximize the screen. Get this in here and center vertically. There we go. Not that it really makes much of a difference. But now we're continuing with X-Files for the PlayStation 1. I'm going to get my walkthrough. And let's see. No walkthrough, please. Don't scroll. So what? Whether we're not going to use the toothpaste? Okay, if I'm not going to wash my teeth, I'm just going to go to the field office and get the mugshot of Mulder as I'm changing the screen, changing the discs. Okay, open. Advance 2 frames. Close. Insert disk 2. Close. Advance, and now it should load. Oh.
Did you get the number of that bus?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna live, unfortunately, until Shanks gets a hold of me. Well, we better see if anything's missing.
Scully's laptop is missing.
That's your phone.
Is this Agent Wilmore?
Yes?
Agent Wilmore, this is Agent Pendrell of the Psi Crime Lab in D.C. I completed the preliminary analysis of the blood sample from your office. I'm afraid I got some bad news. It looks like that blood belongs to Agent Scully.
Oh, Jesus. Are you certain?
Fairly. I mean, a more detailed analysis will confirm it, but I'm pretty sure that's Scully's blood. So at the very least, we know she's been injured. Was there much blood at the scene?
Yeah, a fair amount.
Let's hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for the call.
Sure. If anything changes, I'll let you know.
Sure, no problem.
Oh, Agent Wilmore?
Yeah?
Keep me informed, okay?
All right, thanks.
More good news. That fisherman you interviewed yesterday, he's just been shot to death.
Ooh.
So? What happened to you?
I came in early to catch up on your work, and someone jumped me.
Why did they only take Scully's laptop?
You got me. Shanks is gonna be furious.
Not to mention Skinner.
Oh, now there's something to look forward to. First they disappear, then we lose his prize agent's confidential records. I don't know what you're involved in, but someone's got some big brass ones in order to steal equipment from an FBI field office.
How did you know about Wong?
What?
How did you know I went to see Wong yesterday?
You told me. Hey, I was the one hit on the head, remember?
Yeah, we never told him about that.
Did you see who hit you?
Nope. Whoever did it was real quiet.
I told you about Wong? I just forgot, I guess.
Actually, I wanna see...
I told you about Wong? I just forgot, I guess.
Can I maybe ask him some more questions? No, he's nowhere. I actually want to replay that part, because I feel that I may have made a mistake. Telling him about that. I don't think you can really make mistakes, but... Alright. Let us swap the discs again. Open. I'm just going to fast forward through this. Oops, too far.
His laptop is missing.
That's your phone.
Anything changes, I'll let you know.
Oh, hold up. There's a delivery. I wasn't actually expecting to get this delivery right now, since I ordered it just yesterday in the evening. They were telling that it's going to be delivered today, but I didn't believe them. Uh, well, that's one. That's one place where it doesn't hurt to be wrong.
Sure, no problem.
Oh, Agent Wilmore?
Yeah?
Keep me informed, okay?
All right, thanks.
More good news. That fisherman you interviewed yesterday, he's just been shot to death.
So, what happened to you?
Shot to death.
So, what happened to you?
I came in early to catch up on your work, and someone jumped me.
Did you see who hit you?
Nope. Whoever did it was real quiet.
Why did they only take Scully's laptop?
You got me. Shanks is gonna be furious.
And not to mention Skinner.
Oh, now there's something to look forward to. First they disappear, then we lose his prize agent's confidential records. I don't know what you're involved in, but someone's got some big brass ones in order to steal equipment from an FBI field office.
How did you know about Wong?
What?
How did you know I went to see Wong yesterday?
You told me. Hey, I was the one hit on the head, remember?
Yeah, let's see what happens here. I mean, the guide is telling me to use the "nah, I just forgot" option. Let's see what happens when you tell him the other one.
I didn't tell you about Wong.
Oh, well, I guess Skinner must have mentioned it.
Let's appear stupid.
I told you about Wong? I just forgot, I guess.
Okay, and now we go to the warehouse. Sometimes it's hard to tell when the cutscene starts or not.
Hey, come on in. Well, congratulations, old-timer. I don't know what you were doing, but you just warranted the involvement of the federal government. Lucky you.
Any idea what happened?
No?
Any thought on motive?
Robbery'd be my guess. Ask Astor Dorian. It's her case.
Can I get some copies of those?
Sure. Give me a name.
Craig Wilmore, FBI.
No problem. It'll take a couple days.
So what have you got?
Well, Agent Wilmore, barring any unexpected revelation, looks like somebody shot this man in the back of the head.
Have we met?
Yeah, we both worked on that kidnapping last year, remember?
Sorry.
No problem. It was a big team.
So what was the time of death?
Well, preliminarily, I'd say he's been dead for about 6 hours, so that would make the time of death early in the AM.
What caliber weapon was used?
Big, 45 looks like, maybe a 357. Hit him in the mastoid bone. That's that big, spongy mass of bone behind the ear. It shatters more easily, so there's an inordinate amount of damage. A lot of bone fragments get driven up into the brain. That's where Oswald hit JFK.
I take it you subscribe to the lone gunman theory.
No, I think aliens killed JFK.
Any sign of a struggle?
Nope. Either he was totally surprised or he knew his killer.
I gather there were no witnesses.
I don't think so, but you better check with Detective Astadorian. Medical examiner doesn't get much chance to interrogate bystanders.
What can I do for you?
Special Agent Craig Wilmore, FBI.
FBI? What's the Bureau's interest in this case?
I'm investigating the disappearance of 2 agents.
Okay, so what's the connection to this man?
My investigation led me to this warehouse. Inside we found evidence of foul play. including the blood of one of our missing agents. I spotted Wong, asked him a few questions about the warehouse. He lied to me. Now he's dead. I'm not certain what the connection is, but I'm pretty certain there is one.
I'll buy that. Interesting. This case just went from routine to fun. Thanks.
Anytime. So, what have you got?
Harbor Master found the body. He was shot once in the back of the head, large caliber by the looks of it. No witnesses, no sign of struggle.
That's it?
So far.
So, where's the harbor master?
Gone for coffee.
Have you questioned him yet?
Nope. Next on my list after search boat.
Any thoughts on motive?
Robbery, most likely.
So what was stolen?
Haven't quite gotten there yet, just about to go onto the boat.
Well, robbery seems unlikely to me. Didn't look like the old guy had much.
Probably true. But you'd be amazed at what people will kill for. He probably had a cigar box full of cash. Unless maybe he was killed for squealing to the feds.
I wish I thought that was funny.
Well, Wong didn't exactly run with the most desirable crowd.
Any reports of trouble in this area?
No. All's quiet on the waterfront.
It's too bad.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be nice to just pin this on gang activity and be done with it? All right, looks like it's time to board the good ship Agrippa. Care to join me? Answer me this. Where'd he put his fish?
What?
His catch. Where'd he put his catch? There's no freezers. Hell, there's not even an ice chest on board. So where'd the fish go? And by the looks of it, those are some pretty serious gas tanks down there.
So, what's your theory on the hold?
My guess is that Wong was not quite what he seemed. I think this boat was being used for something other than fishing, which certainly puts a spin on his murder.
Did you know fish stocks have been declining in this area recently?
No. Where'd you pick that up at?
Wong told me yesterday.
Ah, well, there's a reliable source.
That's a good point. Oh, wait. Is this before or after I...
So, what's your theory on the hold?
My guess is that Wong was not quite what he seemed. I think this boat was being used for something other than fishing, which certainly puts a spin on his murder.
Did you know fish stocks have been declining in this area recently?
No. Where'd you pick that up at?
Wong told me yesterday.
Ah, well, there's a reliable source.
No, it doesn't seem like I can do anything here. Or here. No interactable objects here. What do we got here? Nothing terribly interesting, apparently. Okay. My chinchillas are trying to solve their little intelligence tests. They're not very smart. It takes them a while, and then they just destroy it anyway. Okay. Apparently I missed something. Oh. There's a lot of detail that they put into this. Okay. Look down, click on stack of banknotes. Banknotes, and from there turn left for some yellow sticker. Oh no, slicker. Okay, no, I already did everything. And then need to turn twice right to find some drugs. I mean, there it is. Right and front.
What's the Terracon?
What?
Terracon, what is it?
I don't know why.
I found this slicker in the cabin labeled the Terracon.
I guess it's the name of the boat.
Except that it
No,
isn't.
no, no. This boat's called the Agrippa.
Exactly.
Well, guess that adds another mystery to your list, doesn't it? Did you know Mr. Wong was taking stolen painkillers?
What the hell are you talking about?
I found a cache of pills in his cabin. No prescription labels, obviously stolen goods. Industrial state quantities, too.
How interesting. Well, that certainly adds a sordid little wrinkle to things, doesn't it?
So, still think the motive for his murder was robbery?
Let's just see what the autopsy reveals, all right?
I'm finished. I'm gonna take Wong here for his free ride.
Ask her to give me a call when she's finished.
Okay. It was a pretty easy morning. It shouldn't take too long.
Thanks. The harbor master's returned.
Well, hello. I wish you told me there was two of you. I'd have brought another coffee.
That's all right. Agent Wilmore here is trying to cut down.
Well, still, I could have brought you decaf.
Oh, that's nice of him.
How long have you known Wong?
Oh, a few years. Started docking here in '94, I think. Yeah, early '94.
Did you notice anything unusual happening here last night?
No, none at all. In fact, it was real quiet.
Did Mr. Wong have any enemies?
I don't think so. I would say no, but, hell, these days, I don't know anything anymore.
Did you know if Mr. Wong had any financial difficulties?
No, I don't. I always paid his birth fees on time. Of course, things have been hard on everybody around here lately. I imagine he was feeling it too.
How long have the fish stocks been declining around here?
Oh, a while now. Overfishing's the most likely cause, but it's gotten a lot worse the past couple of months. Most of the small guys gone out of business. Wong's the only one still holding on. Or he was.
What's the Terracon?
Ocean-going tug. It, burned at sea 2 months ago.
Really?
Why would Wong have a slicker from the Terracon in his cabin?
Well, I don't know. Don't think he knew those guys. They were Russian. Maybe he picked it up as scrap after the fire.
I think I remember hearing something about that. The crew all died, didn't they?
Yeah. Boat's over at the impound dock. You want to take a look?
Who owns this warehouse?
Leased to a company called Majestic Shipping, out of the Far East.
Could you give me a phone number?
Well, depends on which number you want. They got offices in Hong Kong, Chechnya. So, which number?
The main number.
No, these guys don't quite work like that. But it's okay. I'll get you all the information I have.
Just fax it to me. How do these boats normally store their catch?
Well, usually they got what they call a live well in the hold. It keeps water circulating over the fish. Some of the bigger outfits will have a refrigerated holding tank.
Any idea why Wong's boat would have neither?
No, I just don't imagine he had the money to upgrade something like that. That'd have to be done in a dry dock anyway. That's pretty strange, really. I don't know why.
Why don't we go take a look at the Terracon?
Well, sure. Yeah, it's not far from here. Come on.
Okay, and it should have added an option in the map.
Seattle. Anyway, Coast Guard cutter, the Stalwart, saw a fire on the horizon, rushed out there. By the time they arrived, it was too late. The entire crew had burned to death.
How many men were on board?
Total of 9. Although only 4 bodies were recovered, the rest were presumed lost at sea.
What was the cause of the fire?
Never determined. They have no idea.
Look at that. Fire damage seems to be contained to the outside of the hull. Cabin and the interior don't seem to be burnt at all.
Okay, so what's your point?
Well, how was the crew killed by a fire that only burned the hull? For that matter, why did the fire only burn the hull in the first place?
You got me. You're the detectives. Look, do you mind if I go? I got a lot of forms to fill out. You know, when there's a dead body, wow, paperwork.
Sure, you can go. I'll call you if I need anything. Thanks.
Oh, no problem. Well, it was nice to meet you, and I'll fax you those phone numbers.
Well, looks like it's just you and me.
She's our Scully, apparently. Okay, left. Okay, and now we need to look for a hatch. Okay. Let's make a state. And click the open hatch on the right. See the sign? Huh. Odd, I don't see anything. Ah. I see. That's where it was. Let's just pretend that that didn't happen. Hold up. Forward, right and down. These, okay, this gets a little bit confusing. Forward. I am so messing this up. Those are the only two options. Okay, from the stairs. Yeah, the instructions sometimes are a little bit different than in this version than they are in the PC version. It seems that there is just certain steps missing in a way. So like for example, it would tell me that I need to walk all the way up to the reporter in order to talk to her. Not the case. Same as it tells me, for example, that I need to enter the office before I can examine the computer. No, I can actually just click on the computer from the moment that I see it. You know, stuff like that. Which is actually pretty clever how they cut around the unnecessary screens. It's like none of this actually like takes away from the game, it just makes it more efficient and smaller. To front right F. and look down on some crates. Yeah, we get the logo of a chicken. They all have the chicken. Okay. And the crates turn left and forward 3 times. And you see the box. Of course we want to take the mysterious sphere. Go left, 1, 2, 3, front, right, front, left, 2, front, up, forward, left, front, from here we go right, front, left to the pass, right, front, left, okay. We are at the cabin area. Okay, from the bottom of the stairs. Up, forward. Wait, no. Not what I wanted to do. Oh, great, it's Russian. Right in front to exit the cabin. They have like years marked down there. Open the safe, click on the safe, payroll log. Okay. Right. Well, I'm actually curious. Whoops, no. Exit the cabin, then right and front to open the walkway. Okay, good moment to save. Left forward past the stairs. Left forward. Left forward. Okay. And left, forward, right, and then we go up the stairs. To open the door to the wheelhouse.
Let me know if you see anything.
Okay, we don't need to talk with her yet. Fresh set of prints on the table.
I'm not having much luck over here so far.
Place looks like it's already been dusted for prints.
Oh yeah, so it has. Probably from the first investigation into the fire. Hey, this is strange. It looks like there's a fresh set of prints over the top of the old ones. Yeah, somebody's put their hand on this after it's already been dusted. Either that's pretty sloppy police work or somebody else has been here.
Well, I better have them lifted.
Okay. Fresh set of prints on the table next to her. What's this? Who is messaging me? All right. Okay, and now I'm lost. Oh yeah, just need to... The game is giving me a hint.
John, it's Craig. I need a set of prints lifted.
Ooh, field work, my favorite. Where?
Camden Impound Dock. The boat's called the Terracon. These are prints that were laid on top of a previously dusted set.
I love a challenge. Flag the spot for me, I'll take care of it.
This is yet another example. In the PC version, you have to pull out your phone. Meanwhile, here it's sort of treated as part of the conversation that you just call him in the middle of... yeah, it doesn't seem like you even have... I think they removed some of the functions of the cellular phone, your brick Nokia, so you can just pick numbers, but if you do need to call somebody, they just have that as a conversation piece, in a way.
Come with me. I want to show you something. See these outlines here on the side of the cabin?
Yeah, it's kind of frightening, isn't it? What causes it?
I have no idea.
It reminds me of pictures I've seen of Hiroshima.
How's that?
Well, the blast from the bomb left the outline of people behind. I don't know why. I can barely remember it. I was only a kid when I saw the picture. Jesus, scared the bejesus out of me.
I did not expect it to take me out of here.
I bet the previous investigation was less than thorough. We should go over this thing with a fine-tooth comb.
Look at this.
What is it?
I have no idea.
Well, be careful with it.
Relax.
It looks like an explosive device.
Well, it could be. It's certainly heavy enough.
Maybe we should call in a hazmat team.
Let's not overreact, okay?
What the hell are you doing?
You really need to cut down to 1 cup a day. It's empty.
What is it?
I don't know. But I do know one very happy lab technician. This looks interesting.
Looks like Cyrillic. Seattle PD has a task force investigating smuggling out of the former Soviet Union. They've got a full-time translator over there. I can get it translated.
That's fine. I'm assuming you'll share.
Of course I'll share.
Okay.
Well, that was easy. I thought certainly you would give me grief about that.
No, if Seattle PD has the resources, let's take advantage of them.
Well, that's a commendable attitude.
Well, you know what they say about catching flies.
Hey, Detective. Truett from the coroner's office just called. They've completed the autopsy on Mr. Wong. She's found something you ought to see.
Well, looks like we're headed to the coroner's. I can hardly wait.
Okay, let's do that then. It's nice that you don't actually have to go into a specific location in order to travel. You can just select it from your PD, from your Apple Newton. Oh, I'm already in the gameplay. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Okay, this is interesting. How am I gay? Every time. Look around, can you see a severed hand? Oh, this is where I need to go.
This is Agent Wilmore with the FBI. He questioned Wong yesterday.
I hope you found out everything you needed to know.
What have you got?
This is undoubtedly one of the most unusual autopsies I've ever performed. This man died from a single gunshot wound to the back of the head. Large caliber weapon, point blank range. He was also a drug user. It looks like he was high at the time of death.
That would account for the lack of struggle.
But if the slug or the drugs didn't kill him, this man would have been dead within a matter of weeks anyway.
Oh, Jesus. Why?
He was completely riddled with massive tumors. I've never seen anything like it.
What would cause something like that?
I have no idea. But I've never seen a human being so eaten alive with cancer.
God, I hate coming here.
You know, so do I.
Bitch, I had my job too. Okay, what do we have here? Click on the organ tray.
Is that the slug?
Yes, it is.
I'd like to have it analyzed.
That'd be all right, I suppose.
What kind of cancer was it?
Well, here's the weird thing. You see, these are 3 separate kinds of cancer. It wouldn't surprise me if it turned out he had a few more. It's as if his entire endocrine and immune system suddenly went haywire.
Is there a name for this?
Bizarre.
No, I mean, is there a syndrome or something that explains it?
No, not that I've ever heard of.
How do you know he was high?
Well, it's mainly a hunch. Little things, state of craniovascular relaxation, total dilation of the pupils, things like that. I've seen it before, but the blood work will confirm it.
What could have caused cancer like this?
I have no idea. This isn't exactly my field, first of all, but I can't imagine what would trigger something like this. Some kind of massive carcinogenic exposure, I guess. Radioactive materials, certain classes of powerful mutagenic chemicals. Those are the only things that track with what I know.
How long had he been ill?
Tumors are highly unpredictable. A growth of this size would seemingly take a fair amount of time, but he would have been in immense pain.
Which might explain the illicit drug use.
Even with the drugs, a condition like this would be almost impossible to ignore, and the amount of drugs he'd have to take to ease the pain would make him a near zombie. Strange.
Have you seen anything else like this recently?
No, thank God.
Well, there was something that reminded her of the radioactive activity.
There was a case a couple of months ago, a fire at sea.
The Terracan, sure. I remember it. You're the second FBI agent to ask me about that this week.
Second?
What are you talking about?
Well, actually, to be specific, you're the third FBI agent. There were a pair here the other day, a man and a woman. They had the bodies of the Terracan crew members exhumed. She insisted on performing a second autopsy.
What were their names?
Sorry, I'll have to look that up. I see a lot of names.
It was Mulder and Scully, wasn't it?
Yes, Diana Scully and Wolf Mulder, that's right.
Wolf?
What did she find?
I have no idea. The bodies are still here if you want to see them.
What were the results of the original autopsy?
They died of severe burns.
We want to see them.
All right. You're not squeamish, I hope.
Gotta hate coming here.
Fair warning, this is gonna be pretty bad. These guys had been interred for 2 months. You all right?
Just peachy, thanks. Can we get this over with, please?
Sure. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I think someone's stolen the bodies from the Terracan. You two stay here. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll let you know if I find anything.
What the hell have we stumbled onto here?
How is Mulder and Scully's case linked to Wong?
Good question. Through the Terracon, obviously. But what is the one thing that ties them all together?
Hold on, I need to check something real quick. Does this game actually have different endings? Because there's something suggesting that it does. There is apparently multiple endings to this.
Oh my God.
What is it?
I think I know what's going on here. Oh, Jesus. I hope I'm wrong.
What?
They're smuggling something. They're smugglers. Wong worked for the same people as the crew of the Terracon.
That would explain the slicker and the lack of fishing equipment.
So they worked for the same people. You questioned Wong. He was killed because they thought he talked. Your two missing agents have the crew from the Terracon exhumed, and both they and the corpses turn up missing? We've stumbled upon a smuggling ring bringing either radioactive material or possibly chemical weapons into the U.S. from the former Soviet Union. That explains the fire on the Terracon, Wong's cancer, why he was killed, and what happened to your two missing agents. They got too close. Someone's covering their tracks, and they're not afraid to shoot FBI agents to do it. You and I have to work together. We have to stop this. If I'm right, thousands of people might die. I'm gonna have to demand that we cooperate fully with one another.
Okay.
You just got yourself a new partner. Good question. through the Terracon, obviously. But what is the one thing that ties them all together? Oh my God.
What is it?
Hold on.
I think
This
I
is
know what's going on here.
36,000. This is here. This is... I wanna...
This is Agent Wilmore with the FBI. He questioned Wong yesterday.
I hope you found out everything you needed to know.
What have you got?
This is undoubtedly one of the most unusual autopsies I've ever performed. This man died from a single gunshot wound to the back of the head. Large caliber weapon, point blank range. He was also a drug user. It looks like he was high at the time of death.
That would account for the lack of struggle.
But if the slug or the drugs didn't kill him, this man would have been dead within a matter of weeks anyway.
Oh, Jesus. Why?
He was completely riddled with massive tumors. I've never seen anything like it.
What would cause something like that?
I have no idea. But I've never seen a human being so eaten alive with cancer.
God, I hate coming here.
You know, so do I.
I don't get to use... What is this?
How long had he been taking drugs?
Well, it's hard to say. Organ tissue and blood samples may provide some evidence, but it still could be hard to determine. The evidence of massive tumors suggests that the subject was suffering severe pain, and the drugs could have been used to mitigate the pain.
Have you seen anything else like this recently?
No, thank God.
How long had he been ill?
Tumors are highly unpredictable. A growth of this size would seemingly take a fair amount of time, but he would have been in immense pain.
Which might explain the illicit drug use.
Even with the drugs, a condition like this would be almost impossible to ignore, and the amount of drugs he'd have to take to ease the pain would make him a near zombie. Strange.
What kind of cancer was it?
Well, here's the weird thing. You see, these are 3 separate kinds of cancer. It wouldn't surprise me if it turned out he had a few more. It's as if his entire endocrine and immune system suddenly would have been used to mitigate the pain.
I forgot to...
This is Agent Wilmore with the FBI. He questioned Wong yesterday.
I hope you found out everything you needed to know.
What have you got?
This is undoubtedly one of the most unusual autopsies I've ever performed. This man died from a single gunshot wound to the back of the head. Large caliber weapon, point blank range. He was also a drug user. It looks like he was high at the time of death.
That would account for the lack of struggle.
But if the slug or the drugs didn't kill him, this man would have been dead within a matter of weeks anyway.
Oh, Jesus. Why?
He was completely riddled with massive tumors. I've never seen anything like it.
What would cause something like that?
I have no idea. But I've never seen a human being so eaten alive with cancer.
God, I hate coming here.
You know, so do I.
Okay, before I examine her, I need to take a look at these and...
Is that the slug?
Yes, it is.
I'd like to have it analyzed.
That'd be all right, I suppose.
Okay.
How long had he been taking drugs?
Well, it's hard to say. Organ tissue and blood samples may provide some evidence, but it still could be hard to determine. The evidence of massive tumors suggests that the subject was suffering severe pain, and the drugs could have been used to mitigate the pain. His endocrine and immune system suddenly went haywire.
Is there a name for this?
Bizarre.
No, I mean, is there a syndrome?
None I've ever heard of. Kind of massive carcinogenic radioactive materials, certain classes of powerful mutagenic chemicals. Those are the only things that track with what I know.
There was a case a couple of months ago, a fire at sea.
The Terracan, sure. I remember it. You're the second FBI agent to ask me about that this week.
What are you talking about?
Remember it. You're the second
Okay,
FBI
so that is what triggers.
What kind of cancer was it? There was a case a couple of months ago, a fire at sea.
The Terracan, sure. I remember it. You're the second FBI agent to ask me about that this week. Well, actually, to be specific, I had the bodies.
What were their names?
Sorry. I'll have to look that up.
What did you...
What's the original?
You're not...
Gotta hate coming here.
Okay, let's save it here.
Well, I have some theories.
Okay, I'm listening.
Well,
Oh my God.
what is it?
I think I know what's going on here. Oh, Jesus. I hope I'm wrong.
What?
They're smuggling something. They're smugglers. Wong worked for the same people as the crew of the Terracon.
That would explain the slicker and the lack of fishing equipment.
So they worked for the same people. You questioned Wong. He was killed because they thought he talked. Your two missing agents have the crew from the Terracon exhumed, and both they and the corpses turn up missing? We've stumbled upon a smuggling ring bringing either radioactive material or possibly chemical weapons into the U.S. from the former Soviet.
Actually,
How is Mulder and Scully's case linked to Wong?
Good question.
they end up with the same result in the end, it seems.
Someone's covering. We have to stop this. If I'm wrong, we have to cooperate fully with one another.
Okay.
You just got yourself a new partner.
Okay, we go to the Seattle Crime Lab. So apparently, if my character was paranoid for whatever reason, maybe certain choices can make it so, you could touch the body and it would twitch or some shit like that. That's weird. And kind of interesting.
Your tax dollars at work.
Hey, do the words lunch hour mean anything to you?
You're in a mood today.
What do you want?
Did you get those prints lifted?
I just fetched them, Miss Daisy. I still need to process them.
And they say sugar has no effect on children. You heard from Gloria?
Nope, she's still at her mom's.
You working on anything good?
Yes, actually, an art theft. Very cool stuff. Mom's the word.
Ah, so the comic book is research. Hey, when are you gonna pay me that $1?
Did you know that I grew up in Cleveland?
Oh, Cleveland? Really?
Yes. And as a child, I've always regarded it as hell. Do you have any idea how cold it is in Cleveland?
Cold. Very cold. It is very cold in Cleveland today.
But not cold enough. Yowza. What is this? A bomb?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I do need you to tell me just what the hell it is.
Your wish is my command. Ah, another hunk of lead. I love bullets. Simple, tough, silent. Kind of like you there, Wilmore. Yet in the right hand, they speak volumes. You want I should match this against the last one?
Astute as always.
I shall make it so.
Okay, and that's everything we needed from here, and we can go home. What's this? Oh God, write a longer message, please. Shut it. Is he a weeb? No, that's just that's not an animal poster. That's child drawing.
Hey, it's me. You asked me to call and let you know we got here okay. We got here okay. That's it. Happy Easter.
Hey, it's me. I got those prints lifted for you. That was a lot of fun, I have to tell you. I processed them, but I couldn't find any matches. Ran them against every database I have access to. Nada. You should try it again on your end, you know? Run against the terrorism database, EVE database, ex-president's database. I'm sure you can.
Yes, exactly.
Sent the digital file to your email, standard format. Later.
All right. And then we go to check out the computer.
You've got mail.
Let's see. Criminal. Search. And how about this? And we gotta find. There is somebody knocking on the door. Let's see. Email. No, this is actually the second disc already. It changed to the second disc somewhere around like the beginning of the second day. The game is divided into like 7 days. The seventh one is like just the ending. And apparently you already need to switch a disc on the first day. It's not like evenly distributed, if that makes any sense. But okay. We log off and let's answer the doors. Probably has nothing to do with that guy that we just found is probably very sussy. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do either. Oh, that's what it is.
What are you doing?
No, ma'am, what the hell are you doing? You're supposed to be keeping me informed about your case. Have I been informed? No. I've been kept completely in the dark. You know the policy, always have a backup. What if something happened to you? Where would your investigation be then, huh? Agents' lives are on the line here. You better think about that instead of how you can score points with A.D. Skinner. Oh man, I don't know what the hell's the matter.
Well, there is a time limit on this.
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down. Let's talk about this, okay? There's no need to go ballistic. Let's just talk.
Oh man, I don't know what the hell's the matter with me. I'm losing it. I've been being followed by 2 guys in a sedan. I don't know who the hell they are or who they work for, but they're obviously government. I think Mulder and Scully stumbled onto some kind of corruption that runs all the way into the Bureau itself.
I could see your point, but that still doesn't add up to corruption.
What the hell else could it mean? It makes perfect sense. A high-powered smuggling ring is paying federal officials to look the other way. Mulder and Scully stumbled onto it and got whacked. All right, so fill me in.
Ooh. Okay, interesting. We get to tell him what he wants to hear.
I don't know exactly, but it's not good. I think you're right. I think there's a smuggling ring bringing material into Seattle from the Far East in Russia, and I think they may have infiltrated the Bureau.
We need to be incredibly careful. They could well be coming after us next. Just keep me in the loop. The more I know, the better I can do my job.
I've just been a little busy.
Sure, but we're not talking about your grocery list here. This case has probably already cost the lives of 2 agents. Listen, just keep me in the loop. The more I know, the better I can do my job.
Ah, fingertips. There it is.
So why were your fingerprints found on the Terracon?
What?
The Terracon. It's an ocean-going tug. Burned its...
I know what it is. What are you saying?
Just trying to figure out how come your fingerprints were found on a ship that's been involved in 10 deaths, 2 disappearances, and you should probably never even have heard of.
Listen, I was called in to investigate that fire 2 months ago when it happened. I didn't find anything. Took me a couple of hours, that's it.
So why did I never hear of it?
Geez, I don't know, maybe you were in the can. Look, I never mentioned it because it was way below radar. I filed my report with Shanks, end of story. All right, I may have left a set of prints, but that's all I did wrong. Wait a minute. Maybe that's why I'm being followed. I assumed the crew were smugglers, right? That's what my report said. If they've seen my report, then someone in the Bureau is involved. No, listen, this all makes perfect sense. There's a massive smuggling ring paying federal officials, maybe even FBI agents, to not only look the other way, but to provide outright assistance, including following agents who get just a little too close to the truth. Jesus, there's no way of knowing how high this goes. All right, look. We can't take any chances. You keep me in the loop. I don't want you to talk to anybody else but me until we can figure out what the hell is going on here. I better get out of here before my car is spotted.
Okay. I gotta get to a stakeout.
At the warehouse? Watch your ass.
Yeah, it's, he's definitely not being suspicious. Not suspicious at all. Especially right after we found the evidence. Actually, I don't need to get out anywhere. I can just use my PDA. Let's see. The warehouse again. We may as well move there. Okay, apparently there is a timed section here. It's out the well, the walkthrough is pretty thorough in this. It doesn't really mention what kind of differences your choices may make, and it's just like partway through the second day, they just mention, oh, if your character has a paranoid profile, they will see the body twitching, and it's just like, you could have mentioned something about it. I would have been acting like a crazy person the whole way through. You see a truck. Do the following steps quickly. Approach the truck, enter the driver's side, turn. Okay. Okay, seems simple enough. We'll see how many times we get killed. Glove compartment. Click on it. Okay, no sense staying here.
You have mail.
Okay, what is this? Okay, that's the phone numbers from the shipping company. Oh, and I should also mention the game has a built-in hint system, which is actually pretty neat. It's always nice to have something like that in a point-and-click game. No, I don't want to look at that picture again. Wait, no, that's not what I... Yeah, it sometimes just gives you a hint anyway. Okay, and then we swap the disk. I should still have the disk swapping menu open. So we open the tray, advance a few frames, select disk free, close, and the onion rings.
Do I have news?
Good morning.
What's the matter with you?
I worked last night. What's the matter with you?
I didn't.
What time is it?
Almost noon. We have a burn victim, and the injuries appear to match those sustained by the crew of the Terracon. I have the whole thing on tape. Let me just rewind it. Hey, it's not flashing midnight. Impressive. I like a man who's not afraid of technology.
Okay.
How do you know about the Terracon injuries?
I got the original autopsy reports. I have them if you want to see them.
Who's the victim?
A John Doe. He was a truck driver for Gordon's Hauling in Charno.
Where did you get the videotape?
Surveillance cam at the gas station. It's not great video, but it still shows the thing.
What thing?
You'll see.
What time did this occur?
6:17 a.m. this morning.
That could be Mulder's rental car. Same make. That looks like Mulder.
Have you seen him?
No, just photos. That guy was at the warehouse last night. Different truck. Same company, Gordon's Hauling.
Charno, Washington. So, what do you think?
What was that?
I have no idea, but his injuries are identical to those from the Terracon, and all of the gas station's electronic equipment stopped working. So what do you think it is?
That light looked like it was coming out of that man's body.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? So what the hell was that all about? Sounds like you have a fax. The body's over at Truett's right now. I'm gonna head on over there and see what she's found out. Oh, I got that Cyrillic document translated. Get this, it was a payroll log. And guess who was on it? Wong. He was paid almost $30,000 in the last 2 months, so I am convinced that the murder was mob-related. Probably because you questioned him. So I guess you did get him killed. I've turned the case over to the task force.
Okay, let's try to read. Okay, this one's actually kind of legible. Is this like payment for one job, or? If you earn that much for smuggling, just sign me up. I'm never gonna own a house at this rate.
So, what's the connection with Gordon's hauling?
You mean, why was a Gordon's hauling truck both here and at the warehouse?
Yeah.
They were involved in the smuggling.
Where's the truck?
Totally empty. I've got an evidence crew going over it right now.
Where does Terracon fit into all this?
Obviously, they were part of the smuggling. Either they fried themselves mishandling plutonium, or someone had them killed.
Yeah, that would explain the lead ball.
What did the man from Charno want with Mulder, assuming that was Mulder?
I don't know, but whatever it was, it didn't look friendly.
Who was he?
Don't have an ID on him yet. He was very badly burned.
What about Gordon's hauling? Could somebody over there ID him?
Nobody answers the phone, and apparently there's no one on the premises. I sent a Duval County sheriff over there. No luck.
We need to focus on Mulder and Scully. Where are they? All this voodoo with flashing lights and burnt corpses is not the case we're here to solve.
I don't agree. If we can understand what this is about, then we can find your missing agents.
Okay, that's everything, I believe. All right. So after we, oh yeah, we need to receive the. Not what I wanted to do, but okay. They actually put her on several different angles.
Well, that settles it. They're smuggling plutonium. God, we have to stop this.
Hold up. Somebody's coming. Yeah. Everything's getting delivered today. I wasn't expecting it to happen so quickly. But that's a good thing. Alright, so where did we stop? I gave her the facts. Okay, yeah.
Kill a lot of people. Okay, cowboy, let's go. We're burning daylight.
Where are we going?
To the coroner's office to get the autopsy reports on the burn victims.
Can I shower first?
I don't know, can you?
I may need some help.
Then I guess you better call that partner of yours. I hear Cook scrubs a mean back.
Do I have anything that's like the... Well, it doesn't seem like I can talk with her anymore. Even though I can actually select her. Where's my bathroom? There it is. I want to take the shower. Am I not even going to wash my teeth? Jeez. Animal. I mean, I can just take the PDA now, because obviously they're not actually gonna let me see a shower scene with him. And we go to the corner.
God, I hate coming here.
As near as I can tell, this man wasn't burned to death in any ordinary sense. He has all the appearances of suffering from Hiroshima-like radiation exposure.
Yeah, I've heard of that one. I didn't hear anybody ever having any good... I never heard anybody having any good opinions about the Resident Evil clone. But at the same time, I also never heard anybody having any positive opinions of this game either. I mean, in all honesty, it's... Unless you... I can imagine that unless you enjoy X-Files as a show, there probably wouldn't be much of anything for you, because this follows exactly how the show is. So there really isn't much action. You just sort of go around, talk to people, examine things. And in all honesty, so far, it doesn't really have much of the supernatural angle, which I can imagine most people would be quite disappointed in that. But I just enjoy this as a point-and-click adventure game with, like, quality FMVs, with, like, you know, actual actors who they seem to get off of the street for every single episode somehow. It's like, it's impressive. Alright. Talk to the coroner. Okay, it's just a talkie-talkie scene. Let's just make a...
What makes you think it's radiation?
Well, first off, I don't know much about it, but he was burned from head to toe. Literally. Fire damage never does that. Secondly, I cut his clothes off him. They were pretty much undamaged. You see this? That's the imprint of the logo from his shirt. That's caused by thermic rays. Similar effects were observed at Hiroshima. Kimono patterns were burned into the skin of the wearer. Inverse shadows of objects were permanently etched into walls.
Any leads on the missing Terracon crew?
No. Whoever did it was good. They got in here, got the bodies without leaving a trace of any kind.
Could mishandling radioactive materials cause burns like this?
Again, I don't think so, but I don't know much about it. Mishandling radioactive materials might account for Mr. Wong's tumors, but a burn like this would have to be a blast of some sort.
Are there any similarities between this and the Terracon victims?
The effects are almost identical. We didn't figure it out with the Terracon because, well, it really didn't occur to us. I mean, this is highly unusual stuff, you know. Sometimes we don't see the extraordinary even when it's right in front of us because well, we just weren't expecting it.
Yeah, there's also a lot of things to examine. And I'm kind of impressed that they actually update it per... update some of the elements per episode. Or per day that you visit it. Gordon Holling. Oh wow, we're going far.
Well, they're obviously not very security-minded.
I know, with all this nice stuff around, too.
That's the same truck from the warehouse. We're obviously in the right place.
Okay, is that... Go forward, straight ahead. Okay, this seems... This looks familiar.
Are you all right?
It's okay. I found what we're looking for.
What is it?
Look at this. It's a manifest. It details a number of shipments between that dockside warehouse and rural Route 1121 in Fanta County, Washington.
I guess I know where we're headed. This wasn't a wasted trip after all.
Great, let's get out of here.
Yeah. We're locked in.
What is this? Quickly. Oh no, not what I want to do.
Oh my God. There's a bomb in here. We have to get out of here now.
Okay, we have the shovel. We need to look for the
This window's
refrigerator.
wired to the bomb.
Ah. Luckily, they have those human-sized vents.
Oh, it's times like this I wish I still smoked.
Are you all right?
Oh, yeah, I find things like this quite bracing.
So I guess you're gonna want me to drive.
That would be a nice gesture.
I never survived the bomb before.
Yeah, well, it happens to me all the time.
Who was that guy? He was incredibly strong.
Yeah, I kind of got that impression. You think he works out?
There was something weird about his eyes. Did you see that?
No, I was too busy being knocked across the room to catch that little detail.
He seemed... There was something wrong with him. Almost like he was being controlled by something. Was the bomb meant as a trap, or was it protecting something in the office?
Like what?
Information in that logbook? The rural route address, for instance?
Well, anything in there would be pretty hard to read now, that's for sure. I think the bomb was meant to trap and kill somebody.
I think I screwed it up. Hold on.
You probably shouldn't do that. I mean, I would love for you to, don't get me wrong, but we should probably wait until this case is wrapped before we go tampering with the evidence.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
Who was that guy? He was incredibly strong.
Yeah, I kind of got that impression. You think he works out?
There was something weird about his eyes. Did you see that?
No, I was too busy being knocked across the room to catch that little detail.
It's funny that that option disappears the longer you go on with the conversation. Sort of like, oh no, the moment's passed.
the bomb meant as a trap, or was it protecting something in the office?
Like what?
Information in that logbook? The rural route address, for instance?
Well, anything in there would be pretty hard to read now, that's for sure. I think the bomb was meant to trap and kill somebody.
I guess we know why the gate was left open.
I mean, it wasn't just small-town coziness.
No. The gate was left open so somebody would get in there and set that bomb off.
Yeah, but was it meant for us or that guy?
So, who owns the hauling yard?
Duh, Russian mobsters. Are you ready to go? I sure am. You're driving, remember?
Right.
And we just go home. Run a media search topic. Media search topic. What do they mean by that? Huh, interesting. I see how they did that. Ah, that's clever. Basically, you can take photos, technically. But the photos are literally just referring to frames from FMV sequences. Okay. I don't actually have the option to search for media. I guess that's yeah, vehicle license number, law enforcement's criminal. There is no option that they're naming here. There's no such option here. This is interesting. Yeah, like literally you cannot run the background information that they're talking about in the PC version of the walkthrough. Yeah, the menu, like the menuing in this game is actually pretty nicely thought out. Though they definitely seem to have removed a few, quite a few options. For the most part, it's not bad things that they removed. Because one such thing that was very like I would have imagined is it would be very annoying. They removed the password screen from the computer. You just log on automatically. In the PC version, apparently you need to type in the password every single time that you try to open your computer, which I would imagine would get very, very, very aggravating. Here it's just nothing. They do seem to be like right now I'm finding out that because you have the system where you can check for background information on people, and they tell you to search for media. There is no such thing as media, and they don't have like names of countries and other topics. It's only like several names and plate numbers and phone numbers. There is, however, one thing that I should definitely check. Yeah, maybe like do it the first time and then you don't do it again. There is one thing that they mentioned, which was I just saved, so let's use the phone maybe. No? The PDA has notes. It's very helpful. Huh. The notes... Okay, there is more notes. There's a lot of notes. But not the one that I want, actually. The one that I want is from the email. Whoops. Okay, I'm just going to take a screenshot of this so I can type it into my ancient phone. Let's see, 121 0 4 2 5 5 5 0 6 9 1. Well, we have an outgoing signal. Well, I'm not waiting that long. So clear 1 1 9 0 1 1 5 5 1 1 2 5. They do definitely recognize these as real numbers. But it doesn't seem like I can actually call them. Okay, I have enough of that. Maybe I can actually check the database for those. Phone. No, it only allows me to check for those two, and that's it. Alright, I guess that's a red herring. Yeah, this is like... I can kind of see why they didn't want to put the... didn't want to put every document in a vision like this, but honestly, if they were going to show you the journal, they may have as well forgone the 2-page view, because this is unreadable. Oh, that's your alarm clock. For me, it always just sounded like a phone. Well, I don't need to actually get out of here. I just need to use my PDA. Gotta go to the field office.
Hey, buddy. Good news.
What's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on. I cracked your case for you.
What are you talking about?
Yevgeny Smolnikov, known head of a ring of Georgian smugglers. And I have a witness who placed him at the dock the night of Wong's murder. I ordered surveillance on his little love nest, and since this morning, we've accumulated enough evidence to warrant a raid. We leave ASAP. The SWATs are joining us at the site. No need to thank me.
Sounds like a bad idea.
What about Astadorian? We should call and tell her what you're doing.
Done. Already left her a message. I'm the Martha Stewart of crime prevention. And if she gets her tookers down here before we leave, she's welcome to play too.
Why didn't you tell me about this?
I was going to tell you, but the evidence just opened up this morning, and now we're going in, and besides, you were pretty much out of pocket yesterday, if I recall.
This is my investigation.
Au contraire. This is our investigation. Hey, I'm just trying to catch the bad guys. You do remember that little thing we do, catching the bad guys?
You have a warrant?
What do I look like, Mark Furman? Yes. I have a federal warrant from a federal judge.
I don't know. Considering that the evidence showed up just this morning, this is probably just set up by the Russian mafia. I mean, if they were able to blast people into smoldering sausages, I don't really see any reason why they would have problem with the police. I mean, it's even easier because if you were to set off like a radiation explosive, the more the merrier, you know? It's not like they're gonna... It would go to waste if they didn't get as much police as they possibly could.
Who's the witness?
What witness?
Identified Smolnikov?
Oh, yeah. Fred Kohler, 56, indigent. Was sleeping under a tuna net not 50 yards away from the murder. Heard and saw everything.
I'd like to question him.
Sure. Whatever you want. After the raid, he's all yours. Now let's go.
Yeah, that sounds like a... It sounds like a bad...
Come on, man. What are you busting my chops for? That isn't like you. I'm just trying to do my job. Now what are you getting all proprietary about? Clearly, that guy is undoubtedly smuggling plutonium into the Pacific Northwest. It's my guess he's a key to your missing FBI agents. So, suit up. Let's go.
Well... They're telling us to save. I mean, I just have my quick saves, so no need to really worry about that too much. You can imagine that this means that there can be a game over. Okay, based on what I'm seeing, there is a few tricky elements to it. But we'll burn that bridge when we get... Ah, dang it. Hate it when I do that. Alright. Why am I doing this?
Where's the backup?
I called Seattle PD SWAT boys. They're on the way.
Oh, we should wait.
I say we get this over with. Surveillance reported that Smolnikov entered the building alone.
You were saying?
After you.
Cover me.
You got it.
Okay, that was hilarious. Just like boom, bow, done.
Where's the backup?
I called Seattle PD SWAT boys. They're on the way.
Oh, we should wait.
I say we get this over with. Surveillance reported that Smolnikov entered the building alone.
You were saying?
After you.
Wow, that's like an instant game over. So I'm just going to use the hint for this. Yeah, okay.
Cover me.
You got it.
Okay. It doesn't actually let me... I don't have an option to actually do anything here. I guess the idea here is to shoot down everybody that isn't Mall Santa.
Cover me.
You got it.
Okay, for these sections it does not let you. This is so random.
Cover me.
You got it.
Like in the previous one I was standing there for like good minute before anything happened, and then I get this.
Cover me.
You got it.
Okay, hold on. What? How am I supposed to... Okay, you need to cover me. Is there like one... Is there like only one place where I can... Okay. There's only one scenario where I can actually shoot someone. My God. What am I... What am I supposed to do? Well, I'm not supposed to shoot him, so that's an issue. Come on, like... Okay, let's make another stake. And I immediately get shot. There is no way for me to, like... Jesus Christ. Okay. No, this is like literal... I don't understand this section at all. Like, what am I supposed to do here? It's like on random, I will just die. I do not have an option to, like, get out of here. Is the thing, like... The only option I have to get out of this situation is to get shot, but not get shot. I don't understand this. No. I don't understand. Like, I'm supposed to not shoot the guy. Like, he's over here. And I don't have an option to, like, look down or, like, see if he's still alive or something. I may have messed it up.
Cover me.
You got it.
Like, mother of Christ.
Cover me.
You got it.
What's even the point? This is terrible. It's just awful. Then is this guy. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, it just tells me don't shoot him. But what, like, the section never ends until I don't shoot, until I shot him dead. Or I am shot dead. So, what is this? What is this nonsense? I need to look this up. This is nonsense. Yada yada yada. Apartment. The yard. There we go. Don't shoot Smolnikov. Forward then. What are you talking about? What is this? I did not have any kind of navigational prompts available to me. Like, I did not have any navigation prompts for this section. Normally when you're exploring a location, you can just highlight places where you want to go, but it's just like, it's just not a thing in this place. Forward, left, head up. And continue forward. Then backstairs. What is this nonsense? Because apparently if I shoot him, that's a bad thing, and the investigation is then messed up. But how do I not shoot him?
Cover me.
You got it.
Nonsense. Nonsense.
Cover me.
You got it.
Like, I can't do anything here. It's just a completely random set of circumstances, whether I die or not. Like, I am trying to move. And now I'm dead again. Like this, I have a distinct feeling that the game may be broken. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to no, this may be bad. Hold on. This is 51,000 frames. Where is the last save that I made? Okay, I'm going to disable the writing mode and just let it play up until when I can make another save and restart it, because I have a feeling the game is having a bad moment right now. 48,000, 51. $27, yeah, 48,000, yeah. Let's just play it up until here. Speed it up a little bit. Well, this was a load of nonsense as well, so I may as well just like reload from this point. And yep, read write mode, yep, and I'm going to save and quit, because I have a feeling that the game may be experiencing some RAM leak right now. So let's just it's going to be a soft reset. No, why did they put this stupid picture over there? Game? Okay. Not what I wanted to do.
Hey, buddy. Good news.
What's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on. I cracked your case for you.
What are you talking about?
Evgeny Smolnikov, known head of a ring of Georgian smugglers. And I have a witness who placed him at the dock the night of Wong's murder. I ordered surveillance on his little love nest, and since this morning, we've accumulated enough evidence to warrant a raid. We leave ASAP. The SWATs are joining us at the site. No need to thank me. I don't want that. I don't want that.
What about Astadorian? You should call and tell her what you're doing. Why didn't you tell us?
Suit up.
Who's the witness?
Okay, let's see if this is gonna help. Because this was way too random.
Where's the backup?
I called Seattle PD SWAT boys. They're on the way.
Oh, we should wait.
I say we get this over with. Surveillance reported that Smolnikov entered the building alone.
You were saying?
After you.
What happens if I wait? It doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. Whoops. Oh, okay. No. Never mind. I was looking at the wrong side of the... My walkthrough skipped. I have to just kill everybody here. Well, that explains my confusion. Still doesn't change the fact that the shooting mechanics are bad. But let's see. The crosshair showing, turn right, okay. Okay, so the Smolnikov is not the mall Santa in the middle. It's just some random dude.
Cover me.
You got it.
No. Got him. Didn't get him. Didn't get him. I was not even aiming at him. Like, that's the thing. It's the hitbox is a nothing. I was aiming between him and the frickin' pillar, and that somehow counted as a kill. Aiming at the guy in his head or on the torso didn't do anything, but the space between the pillar and him, that is his weak point. Three times forward, up and forward. Let's just not repeat this if I have to. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, that was a good shot. 5. Turn right 2 times and forward. I was enjoying it much more until there was shooting. The shooting is pretty bad. Okay. I don't know. I like the thing is, it's not a good light gun section is the thing. I think this game supports. I don't have a box on me, but I think this game does support like either light gun or mouse. It has support for analog sticks, but it is the weirdest support for analog sticks I've seen in a while. Where basically I could show you in a second what it does. So yeah, I'm not supposed to shoot him, and I'm not supposed to talk to him. I'm just supposed to go. But I will show you what it does if I try to use the analog stick. This is just me pushing it left or right.
Get down here, I've got him.
It's very bad.
Where were you?
Securing the first floor.
Okay, Mr. Smolnikov. What gives?
Why are you here? I've done nothing. You have no right to come in here like this. This isn't Russia.
Shut up.
You're under arrest. I'll Miranda him. You secure the place. I spotted a 38 downstairs, back left corner.
Okay.
Don't do that.
Forward. Left. Up. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess that's one thing that nobody's ever gonna miss. Okay, I'm supposed to just go to the second floor. Damn it, that's not what I wanted to do. This is, okay. Yeah, it doesn't support the light gun for the PS1. Well, yeah. I was kind of thinking of it may have done that because I've seen this kind of analog stick behavior in some games that use light guns. Although it's so bizarre because most adventure games on the PS1 at the very least did that part, right, where they actually implemented the analog sticks reasonably well. Like most of those, most of the adventure games made by Cryo, for example, like all those horrible Dracula games, they essentially used the analog sticks in a very funny way, where you could use either one of them or two at the same time, and that would actually make the analog sticks go faster, which was useful, actually. If you just really wanted to get to someplace quickly, and then you could just use one for precision. Those games were horrible regardless because of how bad the loading times were, and, well, overall production quality was hilarious. Okay. We are on the first floor. Right front, right front. Ah, my gay. I keep accidentally pressing the disable pause button in the wrong place. Right front, right front. Okay. Then we just gotta take a look at the logo on the crates, which I examined in another reality. Go forward and look down. It's not like surprising that you would find a gun over here. We're getting shot like Swiss cheese up until a moment ago. Thankfully the navigation in this is no, I want to go up. The navigation in this is pretty good because you can just lock onto the navigational buttons, if you so please. Not what I intended to do. Okay. Talk to Smolnikov. Yeah, I'm going to have to unequip the gun for this because I don't want to shoot him by accident. And let's save just in case he jumps from one subject to the next unexpectedly.
Why did you kill Wong? Because he talked to us? What are you trying to hide?
I didn't kill Wong. I knew him. He maybe did some work for me, but I didn't kill him.
Why did you kill the Terracon's crew?
I didn't kill nobody. They were my men. Why would I kill them? There was a fire.
Right. A fire you set afterwards to hide what you've done.
I may be a smuggler, so are lots of people, but I didn't kill anybody.
We have payroll logs from the Terracon that show that Wong worked for you. We found documents that match downstairs.
So? That proves nothing.
What did you keep in that warehouse?
What do you mean? You're in my warehouse.
You're right. It's a 38.
Yeah. And I bet you it's the same gun that killed Wong and shot Scully. You better get a ballistics test run.
It isn't my gun.
Yeah.
It's a little bit suspicious
Where's the plutonium you were smuggling?
that Cook would know exactly that there is a gun just like behind a thing, although
Things, but never that.
he may have seen it.
Crazy.
Okay. We talked to him about everything.
You're right. It's a 38.
Better get a ballistics test run.
Look at this. Payroll manifest. It's a match of the one we found on Terracon.
It's in your best interest to cooperate, Mr. Smolnikov.
Hey, Sleeping Beauty.
Wilmore. How's it going?
Good. How are you? You don't look so good.
I don't feel so hot.
What's wrong?
I don't know. I think I'm coming down with the flu or something. What's up? I suppose you want me to fire that.
You guessed it.
Great. My headache just went away.
I'm sorry. You really don't feel good, do you?
Nope. Let's go. Sure enough, they all three match.
Great. Thanks, man. I hope you're feeling better.
Okay, and that's everything we really needed to do here.
You have mail.
We have mail. Okay, let's see. Well, we got an email with an unknown file type. Maybe we can open it on our computer home, but for now we need to go back to the lair. Ah, we go immediately back here.
Where are the FBI agents?
What are you talking about?
We found the woman's blood in your warehouse.
What warehouse? You're in my warehouse.
Your gun shot her. We have a forensics match.
I kill no FBI agents.
All right, let's get him downtown and process him. Come on. We'll interrogate him some more once we get this sorted out. Get the local police to secure the warehouse. Let's go.
It's Amos. That boat you sent me onto was radioactive.
What?
That boat, the Terracon, had dangerously high levels of radioactivity. He sent me into a hot area. That's what's wrong with me. I don't have the flu. I have radiation sickness.
Oh man, John, I am so sorry. I don't know what to say.
Just be more careful before you get somebody killed.
Well, if that's the case, then we also have radiation sickness, because we've probably been there longer than he was. Are we gonna mention that? Several of these other... our partner, who we've been working with, apparently, who rarely shows up. Well, in any case, we just go to our apartment now. What is this?
What the hell were you thinking?
About what?
About your little raid on the smugglers. I had turned that case over to the task force, and you two cowboys go running off shooting up a place without so much as a phone call? Do you have any idea how stupid I look?
Cook set the whole thing up.
Hold on. I want to make another state over here. Let's see. Does it actually matter?
I thought you knew about it.
How the hell would I have known about it?
Cook called you.
He did not.
He did. He said he asked for SWAT backup, though they never did show up and we could have used the support.
Look, don't lie to me. Do you need to get that?
But no, the machine will pick up.
I guess I just had you all wrong.
Agent Wilmore, we must meet right away. Your actions are endangering the lives of Mulder and Scully. They are alive, but they won't be for much longer unless you act quickly. This has nothing to do with Russian smugglers. Sandpoint, Hangar 4, dawn. Come alone, or I won't show up.
I don't know what kind of ridiculous Twilight Zone BS that you're involved with. And you know what? I don't care. I only came over here to tell you one thing. Smolnikov was just released for lack of evidence.
Okay, let's check the computer for... this one. Okay, how about FBI? Nope. How about government? Restricted data. Well, why do we even bother? Nothing. Okay.
Okay, the support check is late again. That's 3 months in a row. Look, you promised you'd get it together. I'm sick of this. Just do it, okay?
Agent Wilmore, we must meet right away. Your actions are endangering the lives of Mulder and Scully. They are alive, but they won't be for much longer unless you act quickly. This has nothing to do with Russian smugglers. Sandpoint, Hangar 4, Dawn. Come alone, or I won't show up.
And apparently you need to... Okay. Yeah, it's like they just they got their they got all the, well, most of the actors from the same agency that hires that hired people for you know, each episode of X-Files. So it's not just like random people they find off of the street, it is actual actors that they got. Or at least that's what it seems like. Because yeah, like I've been watching that show recently. Every once in a while, it's just like a good show to have in the background. And it is very, very apparent like they had a lot of money to burn on these actors. It's not like a lot of shows nowadays where you can definitely tell when a character is never going to appear again in the show. And in this show, in this show, it was like literally every character that wasn't from the FBI was a one-off, and they were actually really good. It had the show had a really good standard. Okay, apparently. Now we should go to, well, the new location, Sen Hangar.
Agent Romo. I'm so glad to see that you took my advice and came along. Perhaps you're not as inept as I had thought. We have very little time, so I want to...
Wait, I was able to choose something here?
That you took my advice and came along. Perhaps you're not as inept as I had thought.
What? No.
Perhaps you're not as inept as I had thought. We have very little... Let's see that you took my advice and came...
So?
My advice and came along. Perhaps you're not as inept as I had thought.
So, it's the mystery man. I was expecting someone a little more Sean Connery.
I think that'll be quite enough, Agent Wilmore. We don't have much time, so I want you to listen to me very carefully. The most important thing is that you cannot tell anyone that I was here or that we spoke. No one in the Bureau. Not Cook, not Shanks, nor that Seattle police detective you've been teamed up with. Do you understand me? I need your word on this, Agent Wilmore, or I won't help you.
You have my word.
Good. Listen very carefully to what I have to tell you. Lives are at stake here, including your own. Mulder and Scully are still alive.
So you said.
But they won't be much longer if you don't do something about it. Scully and Mulder are not together. You need to find the Jane Doe that was checked into the Presbyterian Hospital in Gold Bar 3 days ago. She's about to be released. This has nothing, I repeat, nothing to do with smuggled Soviet plutonium.
How do you know about Mulder and Scully?
If you're going to help Scully and Mulder, you're going to need something more than a gun. Men have died in order to possess this. I'm going to loan it to you for a short time, because without it, there's no way that you could survive. The man that Mulder and Scully were looking for and the man that you need to find if you're going to save them can only be killed by inserting this blade into the base of his neck.
That's oddly specific.
This man is not what he seems.
Oh, there is a time limit on this.
This man is not what he seems. If the injury is...
What is your interest in all this?
This man is not what he seems. If the injury is not precise, he will kill you. Do not try firing a gun. Don't attempt to do anything except to use this. If anyone discovers that you have it, you're a dead man. Don't forget the Jane Doe at Gold Bar.
Whoa! Take it easy, it's me.
I can see that.
You get grumpy when your asses run ragged, don't you?
What are you doing here?
Are you kidding? After that phone message, I wouldn't have missed this for the world.
Yeah, well, you better be careful or he may run your ass ragged.
I wouldn't mind that. It was kind of cute.
Cute. Precious springs to mind.
So, we kind of have a lot to talk about, don't we?
Yeah, I guess we do. But first, Jane Doe and Gold Bar.
Okay. And that's another disk change. Open. Advanced frames. Select the disk. Close. Actually, I'm going to make sure that I did it right. I mean, it doesn't allow you to do it wrong, per se. So pause, open, advanced view frames, select the disk, close.
Hello. May I ask your business here?
We're looking for Dana Scully.
And who might you be?
I'm with the FBI.
May I see some identification? Yes. Do you recall the name of her immediate superior? I need to phone him and I've misplaced his information.
Walter Skinner.
This is her room behind me.
How was her wound?
It's begun healing. It was mostly superficial. As to her other condition, I have no idea how to account for it.
Her other conditions.
Is she ready to leave yet?
Oh, I wouldn't think so. Moving wouldn't be life-threatening, but she might not find it very pleasant.
Has anyone else come to see her?
Oh, no, thank God you're the first.
How did she get here?
She was brought in.
By whom?
This is what used to be called a sanitarium, Detective. We're not bound by the same strictures as a conventional hospital, nor would we follow them. We pride ourselves on discretion for the patients, the better they can heal.
What other condition?
I haven't been able to diagnose it yet, so I've been treating the symptoms. Lethargy, nausea, extreme listlessness, dehydration, memory loss.
Okay.
Are you Dana Scully?
Who are you?
Assistant Director Skinner asked us to look for you.
I didn't know I was lost. Who are you?
Agent Wilmore.
How do I know I can trust you? Who told you I was here?
A black man.
What black man?
We don't know his name.
That's ridiculous. You better explain yourself or I'm calling for help. Who said...
Okay, let's see.
you here?
It was the man who gave me this.
All right.
He told me I couldn't tell anyone about it.
Let's talk.
How do you feel?
Very weak. But actually, I feel a lot better than I did when I first came in here.
What is this used for?
You shouldn't show that quite so openly. I don't know what it's used for. Perhaps Mulder can tell you.
Where does the Terracon fit into all this?
Well, one way or another, they were involved in smuggling. I think that's a given. I think that there was an accident at sea involving plutonium, and Mulder thinks that they were somehow killed by an EBE.
EBE?
Extraterrestrial biological entity.
That's a lot more letters than that.
What happened in the warehouse?
Mulder and I observed some suspicious traffic in and out of the warehouse. We went in to investigate. We were attacked by a number of armed men. I was shot. There was an odd light. Mulder carried me out of the warehouse. I blacked out and I woke up here.
Do you have any idea where Mulder is?
I have no idea, but we need to find him.
Could you have radiation poisoning?
God, I hope not. But I suppose the symptoms do line up.
What did your autopsy on the crewman reveal?
The crew had all been exposed to levels of radiation consistent with a large-scale nuclear blast. Now, clearly that didn't happen, but Mulder took that as proof that a UFO had landed in the area and that an alien life form aboard the craft had irradiated the Terracon crew.
I take it you don't subscribe to that theory?
There is always an alternate explanation. I'm afraid that's all I have to offer.
Yep.
What can you two tell me?
Well, there have been other burn victims.
I hope that doesn't mean that plutonium is being transported.
There's an unidentified man involved. We encountered him at the burn site and then later again at the hauling yard.
We found a connection between the warehouse and the hauling yard. It's a trucking outfit in Charnock, Gordon's Hauling. They've made numerous deliveries between the warehouse and a rural route that we haven't had a chance to investigate.
Seems to me that we need to find the identity of the man from the hauling yard, and that you two need to pay a visit to the rural route address.
What are you gonna do?
Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is get in touch with Assistant Director Skinner, and then I'm gonna check out of here. I can meet up with you two later at your field office, but I think that we have to hurry. Agent Mulder may be running out of time, and if the smugglers do have him held hostage, they have little incentive to keep him alive.
No, that's everything.
That little PDA of yours was right. I'm impressed.
Hey, I'm not afraid of technology.
What is it that we're looking for again?
Rear quarter panel from a '64 Dodge Dart.
Something with the number 82434 on it, right?
That's the idea. Looks like we got our work cut out for us.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and up. That's not very stable. Ah, there we go.
Whose theory do you believe, Mulder's or Scully's?
Scully's obviously a by-the-book agent. I think it's great to hear of a detective who's a creative thinker. I'm looking forward to meeting Agent Mulder.
What could they use this place for?
Are you kidding? I'm surprised their operation is this big. The thought of plutonium traveling all over the country via rail is pretty terrifying.
Especially considering Amtrak's record.
Yeah.
This yard is deserted. These boxcars haven't been used in years.
Okay.
This car's been burned.
Okay. And from here... Where did I even come from? What am I supposed to do here? Oh, okay. I was holding the wrong button.
Well, obviously this fire is recent. This looks like an operating room of some kind.
Hey!
I didn't do nothing.
Nobody said that you did. We just want to talk to you.
Is this your home?
Home is where the heart is, near or far away.
That was informative.
See anything strange around here?
Just the two of you. And the birds, of course.
He's a nut.
What's this place used for?
Well, Don, the Boy Scouts conduct covert operations out here.
You seen any men in suits or uniforms running around?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Really?
Yeah, ask Jane. I'm besieged by sniveling toadies trying to cheat me out of my sugar fortune.
There's been a fire in a boxcar back there. You know anything about that?
Sure, Don. I saw the guys who set it.
What did they look like?
Bloodless yuppies in cheap suits. Two of them. They backed that car up here yesterday and set fire to it. In my own backyard. Can you believe that? I have some stuff, Don. Got it out of that burnt car. You may want it.
What kind of stuff?
What? From the boxcar?
Yeah, the boxcar.
You tell me, Don. What kind of stuff do I have?
Let's see.
Photographs.
Photos? I'm not saying yes, I'm not saying no. You're in the neighborhood.
Moving pictures.
Yes and no.
Videotape?
Yes, sir. We have a winner. Videotape it is. Congratulations. That was fun. I really enjoyed that. Thank you. $10.
That's reasonable.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Thanks.
Can't talk with her. Let's just skedaddle.
You have mail.
Put it in.
You've got mail.
Let's take a look. There was one thing that I haven't examined yet. Hold on. Oh, wait. My bad. I never opened it. I never opened the file. Oh no, I did. It was government, right? Yeah, restricted. Never mind. I forgot if I examined that one or not. Okay, we have the videotape, and as we all know, videotapes play in old computers. They don't. They really don't.
What's up? Mark Cook, Mary Astadorian. Mary Astadorian, Mark Cook.
Nice to meet you. Okay, somebody's obviously cutting on something. What do these clandestine medical experiments have to do with Russian smugglers?
Yeah, and if this guy's a surgeon, what was he looking for at Gordon's Hauling?
And what was that experiment being performed?
I don't know. Whatever it was, the patient didn't look human.
Is there any way to ID the good doctor there?
Yeah, all you gotta do is
Take a frame of the video and match it against the databases. It can definitely be done.
Okay, so let's do it.
Okay, got him.
Bingo. Okay, what do we have here? Dr. Jonathan Rausch.
What's him, all right? Wow, military, huh?
Yeah, looks that way.
What's that?
Someone's trying to establish a video conferencing link.
Oh, what the hell. Never really tried to use this thing before.
Agent Wilmore?
Yes.
Ah, we're in the right place.
Ah, nice.
How did you get this address?
Well, we assumed you had the standard issue bureau box on your desktop. And all those are equipped for full duplex video conferencing, though nobody ever uses it. So we just looked you up in the Peekaboo white pages, which list the DNS entry and IP address of every Peekaboo equipped machine in the country. Pretty straightforward, really. You want Janet Reno's number?
No, I'll pass, thanks.
Are you sure? She keeps the computer in the bedroom.
Who are you?
Friends of Agent Scully.
Some of us are more than just friends.
She asked us to contact you.
What do you want?
Agent Scully contacted us with information about the case you're working on.
Now, based on what Dana told us, we believe that there's a top-secret facility in Alaska involved.
Okay, what's the big deal about Alaska?
Well, this facility is used as a nexus point for most of the government's West Coast boxcar work. If this is true, Mulder's in incredible danger.
This facility was built in the early 60s. We think they chose Alaska so they can use the Aurora Borealis to hide UFO traffic into and out of the base. We also think an alien craft recovered in the Pacific is stored there.
What's boxcar work?
Ah, one of the great unspoken peace dividends. The government has a massive network of rail cars, which they can use as mobile surgical theaters, autopsy rooms, and quarantine facilities.
These boxcars have a twofold purpose.
They allow the government to quickly pick up and transport stray EBEs, and they serve as a mobile base of operations for a series of genetic experiments.
What kind of genetic experiments?
The cross-pollinization of the human race, intermingling human DNA with genetic material from EBEs.
Great, I don't believe this. Suddenly I'm Barbara Bain to your Martin Landau.
Where's Mulder?
We're not sure, but knowing Mulder, if there's a trail leading to this facility, he's following it. Scully mentioned an unidentified man who was of some concern. Did you manage to determine his identity?
Yeah, Dr. Jonathan Rausch, a Navy surgeon.
Now, where's he stationed?
Eisenhower Field, Alaska.
Oh yeah, that's the guy. He served a stint in Perky, West Virginia?
Yes.
This is bad.
Listen, you have to get there. Mulder may not have much time left. First go to Rauch's house and then on to the secret base.
Okay, how do I get to the base?
Well, Scully said you had a PDA?
Yeah.
Great. I'll email you the GPS coordinates of the base.
This fax. A Canadian border guard was found dead this morning from massive unexplained burns, and Mulder's rental car was observed crossing the Canadian border into Alaska. I don't believe this.
Well, that's it then.
No doubt about it. You're gonna have to get there ASAP. I just uploaded the GPS data.
Okay, if you want to keep Mulder alive, we gotta get moving. You get to Roush's, you're probably gonna want to take a charter flight. The island's gonna be too busy. I'll keep everything nailed down here. Contact the Juneau field office, get you some backup. Think you can scare up a charter flight for this man?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay, let's go.
You want a window or an aisle seat?
Well, maybe you should come with me.
I don't think so.
It's your case, too.
Yeah, Alaska's a little outside my jurisdiction. Besides, I have real detective work to do. You be safe.
I will.
Okay.
You have mail.
This is always very weird to navigate. Yeah, a lot of them appear. It's just not the main, like the main one. The main ones barely make any appearance, which is a bizarre choice. Hold on, did I pick the... I have 2 coordinates available. I guess I first should go to the one marked in red, because that's at least the one that is mentioned here. Although... yeah, no, I'm just going to hop. Okay, on the porch, left, front, right. What am I trying to do? I'm just gonna need to make that another state over here. What am I trying to find? To the loft. Are we just going to ignore the body on the ground?
Hey, wake up. What happened to you? Where's Mulder?
Yeah, well, that's not gonna work. Here's a tricky one. Barely looks like anything.
Jeez, man, do I know you?
Cable guy. You alright?
No.
What's the matter?
My foot's gone to sleep.
Agent Wilmore, FBI.
Funny, I took you for a spook.
I've been looking for you.
Well, you found me.
Spoken with Scully.
How is she?
She's better. She's out of the hospital.
No, it's a sanitarium. I dropped her off there after she was shot in the warehouse. I called the Seattle office for more backup, but all they sent me was more cleaners from the NSA.
Who'd you speak to?
I didn't have time to ask. We barely got away. I didn't want to notify anybody of Scully's whereabouts because I didn't know who I could trust.
Yeah, it's still the
How did
same
you
bad
get
actor.
here? I was in a rail yard when Roush kidnapped me and stole my car. I always wanted to see the Pacific Northwest. Unfortunately, there's not much view from the trunk.
Well, let me guess. Was this rail yard on rural Route 1121?
You got it. They use it as a staging area.
Yeah, so I've been told. Roush is downstairs.
You're kidding. He didn't flame you?
I beg your pardon?
Oh, nothing. What condition is he in?
Unconscious and covered in 40 weight motor oil.
Oh, Roush. Yeah, he always did have a kinky streak.
Why did Roush kidnap you?
Roush is a Navy surgeon who's involved in alien experimentation. The alien that controlled him, or controls him, crashed into the sea 2 months ago.
Frohickey sends his love.
Well, you're quite the social butterfly. Frohickey, Roush, Scully. Do you know Skinner?
Yeah, he set me on the case.
I should have known.
You did say the alien that controlled him.
Well, there's a species of alien that can use humans as host. The parasite completely takes over the target human, even gaining access to knowledge that the human possesses. The only way you can tell the difference is there's a thin film of black oil that swims over the victim's eyes. The crew of the Terracon came across one of these Valdez-type aliens, who promptly nuked them. The government apprehended it and put it in one of their boxcars, but somebody screwed up and it escaped.
Yeah, Roush had that same black film on his eyes.
Yeah, you're lucky he didn't try to kill you. I'm pretty sure the alien's trying to get back to its ship. That's why it used Roush to get here, but I have no idea where that ship might be.
As I was coming up, I saw a man in black fatigues leaving the house.
We've got to catch up with him. He's the new host. But we have to figure out where they're headed.
I know. I was given the location of a secret government facility by 3 men via video conference.
Oh, that sounds like a reliable source.
Yes.
Agent Wilmore, it's Dana Scully. Where are you?
Juneau, Alaska.
Have you found Mulder?
Yeah, he's right here.
Thank God. Can I talk to him?
It's Scully.
Scully, where are you?
I'm on my way to Juneau.
Well, who's your travel agent?
Byers, Frohickey, and Langley.
God love him. Do you have your cell phone with you?
Yes.
All right, I'll call you back. All right, then, let's get going.
Oh no, not again. Another action sequence.
NSA?
Or Jehovah's Witnesses. I need you to keep them busy for me long enough to meet Scully back at that facility, then you get away and meet us there.
Hold on. I was assigned to find you and Scully. I've done that. I'm out of here.
What kind of attitude is that? The game's not over yet. Don't you want to wait around for the payoff?
Okay. Yeah, actually we have the... Okay, just before I accidentally there is an option to either hide from them or to kill them. And I think I'm going to go with the run and hide because this one actually shows more locations. Go downstairs. Okay. Okay, let's try this. I can't seem to...
Agent Wilmore, we're with the National Security Agency. We've been tracking a plutonium smuggling ring from the former Soviet Union to Yugoslavia through Hong Kong and into Seattle. Now, we have hard evidence that the Terrachem was a courier ship which carried goods from outside the 7-mile zone. Plutonium killed the crew, as well as the man who died in Charno. Your investigation here is over, Agent Wilmore. You will immediately board a plane for Seattle. We will assume your duties here. We will take you to the airport now.
Run into woods. Right, 2 times front. And hide. Yeah, Mulder is actually in the game for like 2 minutes.
These burns match the others. Mulder's gone on ahead. I don't think we have much time.
Okay, there's gonna be actually more action sequences and I don't have an option to hide. Okay, looks like there isn't very much game left, but I actually want to stop it for now because it's been 4 hours. I may continue this maybe even today, but I need a break from this. and probably the next time this is going to be just like, I imagine there's like half an hour left, give or take, based off of the length of the walkthrough that's left. And maybe I'll play something else, or maybe it's just going to be this, but for now this will be it. We will continue next time. Just need to save the movie for now, and yeah, we'll see how it sounds after some break, because it's been 4 hours. But yeah, thank you very much for chatting and watching, and see you later maybe.